Remember when groceries were expensive? Yeah, this is worse. Grocery prices have hit a breaking point for a lot of families, and on social media, you can see this playing out in real time as we try and navigate this new, challenging experience we are all going through. So let's talk about what's actually happening at the grocery store and why the budgets that used to work just don't really work anymore.
Across the country, there's been no relief as food costs keep rising. A recent Associated Press poll shows more than half of Americans consider grocery costs to be a major source of stress.
A box of Cheerios cost $1.89 back in 2000. Today, $5.49. That's a 190% increase. And here's the kicker. The box actually got smaller. You're paying almost triple for less cereal.
I like that this video started with cereal because cereal's never been a budget-friendly option. Let me take you back to the early 80s. When I grew up, my family never had cereal. And that's probably when boxes were $1 a box all the time. My family did not have cereal. We always had like oatmeal. I grew up eating grits and oatmeal. I'm trying to remember if my parents even made pancakes. It was like Sunday morning was pancakes, and I did toast a lot, so like bread. No wonder I love carbs today. But we never had boxed cereal, to the point that on Christmas morning, you know what each of me and my siblings got as a Christmas present wrapped under the tree? I'm so not kidding. Our own box of cereal. I wish that was a joke. It is not. It was our own box of cereal that we did not have to share. There used to be fantastic sales on cereal, and sometimes now you can still get sales on cereal. But when it comes to hyper palatable items like a box of cereal, which is like sugar in a box, don't get me wrong, I love it, okay? But the cost doesn't make sense at all anymore. Not at $5 for an 18-ounce box of cereal, which is just a hair over a pound. I can still get oats for under $1 for a pound. And then I add water and then it gets bigger. One of my philosophies when it comes to grocery shopping, especially pre-packaged food, never pay full price, because say it with me, friends, retail is for suckers.
Why is eating out cheaper than buying groceries? Like, Sunday night, we got a meal from Wingstop that was $25. Let's say you get 5 fruits at Target with some other stuff. $50-something. It's like, it's so much cheaper to go eat out now, especially if you're a family bigger than...
Is it though? First of all, what fruits is she buying? Why are 5 fruits $50? Oh my gosh. Yeah, she's saying, like, why would I buy $10 strawberries when a meal at McDonald's is $10? Yeah, I'm not buying $10 strawberries. Ever. Hard stop. Will not buy. Okay, what do the comments say on this one? Target is not to shop for groceries. If you're trying to save bucks, Aldi is the place. Strawberries aren't in season. This is exactly right. Produce varies a lot by season. One meal versus multiple meals, your math isn't correct. Okay, quick pause. This is not about judging people or what they buy. People are doing the best they can. And listen, food prices are tough right now. But I think everyone can still save money on groceries. And going over these is just me giving a few real life suggestions on what I might do different to save a couple of bucks, because there's other bills to pay. We don't want to spend our entire paycheck on groceries. We want to sign our kids up for sports. Maybe we want to buy a birthday present. Maybe I want to pay the light bill. If there is a way for me to help you save some cash so you can do those other things, that is what I'm here for. Okay, so we're talking about groceries. Groceries are going up, but also restaurants. Food across the board is up. So let's talk about fast food real quick.
Now people are not just looking for good deals in the aisles, they are looking for good deals on food in general, and the new savings popping up at some of the most popular fast food chains in the country are promising to do just that.
Burger King just came out with a 2 for $5 menu. We're gonna try everything on it.
This morning, fast food restaurants pulling out all the stops to win your business.
Dunkin' just upgraded their $6 meal deal to a $5 meal deal.
Wendy's launching a new Biggie Deals menu. The least expensive choice lets you pick 2 items from a variety of options for just $4.
Okay, the question is this even true? Because the Wendy's Biggie bags have been around for a while. The Biggie Deals for me just went up in price. I used to be able to get the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger Biggie bag and it was $5. It is now $8. The Biggie bundle is now $9. That's basically on par with an actual meal. This is not a deal. Like they're trying to tell us it's a deal, like based on this news article, which came out very recently, like within the last month. And they're like offering these new biggie deals for only $6. There's not one biggie deal at my Wendy's for $6. They don't exist. Like, why would you get a biggie bag for $9 when you can actually just get the Dave's combo with comes with full size everything for $10? It doesn't make sense to me. They're trying to sell you on a deal that isn't actually a deal.
Savings also found on McDonald's Extra Value Meal. Right now, a $5 sausage McMuffin with egg meal and an $8 2 snack wraps meal offered for a limited time.
Now, McDonald's has probably one of the best apps as far as deals go when it comes to fast food. They have awesome deals, but they do change monthly, and they just changed, and they're not as good as they were a month ago. For those that go out to eat, at what price point are you like, nope, that's not worth it anymore? And my friends with this biggie bag jump in price, I'm about there. I could justify $5. I could even justify $6 for like the double bacon. And here's the problem. When I go to Applebee's and Chili's and Outback, they're like, all the food is the same. I'm not actually eating Applebee's food. I'm eating Sysco food products. It's just like frozen, flash fry, serve on the table. I don't know, guys. It's feeling challenging out there. Let's do this Aldi haul. While this is going, I just want to tell you that I recreated this Aldi haul for a family of 4 for 1 week for $103.68. That's what she is doing. At my Walmart, this haul was $120. So we were already $17 over. So Aldi is cheaper than Walmart, is what I can deduce from this. Here's what I changed to save as much as I could. I switched out the 3 little yogurt applesauce pouches. She bought 3 pouches for a little over $4. So instead I bought a box of 12. It was a couple more dollars, but I got cheaper per pouch, which means I don't have to buy as many over the next coming weeks. I switched the sourdough from a name brand to a store brand, saved $2. Also, she bought organic and I didn't. So if you want to save money, organic is not the hill that I'm willing to die on. My sweet potatoes were $11 at my store for like the 6 sweet potatoes that she bought. I have never found a good price on sweet potatoes where I live. So instead I switched to russets. I did bulb garlic instead of the peeled garlic. It's significantly cheaper. She paid $12.28 for a total of 26 ounces of fresh berries across the board, across everything. So I switched to frozen, except for the strawberries, and got 44 ounces of frozen berries for $10.84, which means I got almost double the amount of berries for $2 less. At my store, it would have been over $5 for 26 ounces of cooked rice. However, if I pay $3.44 for a 5-pound bag, only 2 pounds of the 5-pound bag cooked equals 80 ounces of cooked rice. I took out the protein bars completely. I just think they're unnecessary. It's pretty expensive for like only 5 little bars, which brought me down to $99 without touching the proteins at all. But ground chicken is over $1 cheaper than the ground beef. Or I could do the ground turkey rolls at Walmart for just under $2 a pound, which is a huge savings. So all in all, I brought my bill down to $93 and I was well under $100 for the week without sacrificing fruits and vegetables. So even if you don't have an Aldi, I was able to go through, make a couple switches, and still come at or under the same price that she did.
Our grocery bill should be illegal. I am like slightly embarrassed / ashamed / appalled to even tell you what the number is, but I'm gonna. We've been spending on average $1,800 a month for groceries. This is for a family of 4, me, my husband, a 2-year-old, and a 9-month-old.
This is the same girl from the Aldi haul. So what she did is, once she calculated how much they were spending, she was like, I'm gonna shop at Aldi and see what happens. Listen, $1,800 a month is $450 a week for 2 adults and 2 toddlers. That is wild. That is so high. So for her to drop down to $100 in week 1 is a substantial savings, like absolutely enormous. That's such a drastic change for her. I don't even know that I would be like, buy frozen fruit instead of fresh, because she's already saving $300+ a week. That's over $1,000 a month in savings just by switching to shopping to Aldi. This is insane.
We eat all of our meals at home. Like, we don't eat out. Maybe once a month we do. My husband works from home. I'm at home all day. The girls are at home. So like, we eat 3 meals, 2 snacks at home. We do have some dietary restrictions. My whole family's allergic to dairy. One of them is also allergic to eggs.
Allergies, that makes sense. They're all dairy free. That's hard to do. Actually, it's easier to do one than multiples. So
we eat really healthy, but I've just never had a budget. It's kind of like ignorance is bliss. You know, when like something's probably bad, but you just ignore it because like ignorance is bliss. You just like, if I don't know, then I don't know. Well, I know now. I tracked the last 6 months, and that's like on average how much we were spending. And I just buy whatever because I can. And I'm grateful for that. But just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Yeah, wise words. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Okay, let's see what people are saying about this. We are a family of 4 and we spend $2,000 to $2,500 a month. It's crazy. What do these people do for work? That's my question. Okay, this one says, girl, we spend less than $500 a month on groceries as a family of 4. I think that is totally doable if you don't have any allergies or like dietary needs or foods that you need to cut out. Something else that is important, someone asks, is this household as well? Mine is not. I separate out household. So people that do like cat litter and laundry soap and shampoo and deodorant into your grocery budget, you're getting a super inflated number because that's not all food. All that other stuff is like running a household. To me, it should be separate. This one is a valid point. Everyone is saying go to Aldi. Aldi isn't everywhere, and I feel that in my soul. But most places do have a budget grocery store of some kind, with the exception of maybe like Manhattan or a few other places. But most places will have something, whether it's a Walmart or a Winco or an Aldi. You need to shop smart at Costco and portion your meat. This is good advice. However, I personally find Costco's meat to be pretty expensive because I solely buy proteins when they are on sale. I was just at Costco like 2 days ago. I found the ground beef is over $8 a package. And yeah, ground beef is really expensive right now, but you can still get it on sale. Maybe you have to wait for a sale, but you can. $1,800 is wild. You having crab and lobster for dinner? That's what I thought originally, but the grass-fed, grass-finished, oh my gosh, is so expensive for beef. And then she buys everything organic and I just don't care. Family of 3, average for us is $45 to $60 a week. I want to shop with her. We buy meat and paper products in bulk at Costco. Don't do too many snacks. That is the key. Snacks will kill your budget. I spend $175 a week and I have a family of 6, 4 kids and a fiance. We eat whole foods, healthy, a meal plan, cook and meal prep, make sandwich bread and hamburger buns from scratch, shopping at Walmart. I think this goes to show that grocery budgets are just all over the map, highly dependent on where you live, what your budget looks like, how many people are in your family, and what food restrictions you have. As a parent, conversations like this, feeding our family, prices, what are we gonna do, always bring me back into protecting my family the best way that I can. And that's why I'm grateful for today's sponsor, Fabric by Gerber Life. Fabric by Gerber Life is term life insurance that you could get done today, made for busy parents like you, all online, on your schedule, right from your couch or kitchen table, as it were. You could be covered in under 10 minutes, no health exam required. My friends, we got term life insurance in 2009, so we're sitting at 17 years of term life insurance. I was a stay-at-home mom of a couple of kids, and heaven forbid if something happened to my husband, I would have been up a creek without a paddle, you know what I'm saying? And if something had happened to me, my husband was a school teacher and didn't make very much money, and we had a big mortgage and several small children to take care of, he would have been up a creek. The time to lock in low rates is right now. And Fabric has flexible, high quality policies. You could get $1 million in coverage for less than $1 a day. There's no risk. There's a 30-day money back guarantee, and you're not locked into anything. If you want to cancel it at any time, you can. Fabric also has free digital wills, tools to help invest in your kid's future. You can manage it all from the comfort of your phone. So join the thousands of parents that trust Fabric to help protect their family. You can apply today in minutes. It's meetfabric.com/frugalfitmom. That's meetfabric, M-E-E-T, fabric.com/frugalfitmom. It is the first link down in the doobly-doo below. If you've been putting it off, there's no better time than now. Just look it up and see what prices are. Guaranteed it's gonna be a lot cheaper than you think it's gonna be. Thanks Fabric for sponsoring. Let's get back to the rest of the video. Let's go over a couple more hauls, and I'm just gonna try and give a couple of tips on maybe what I would do to save some dollars in these scenarios.
Today we went to Sam's Club, to Walmart, and to Food Lion.
I love shopping at multiple stores. You can save so much money shopping at multiple stores. No one store will have the best price on everything, especially when there's a sale, like at an expensive store. Do that and then like run to a cheaper store for everything else. Okay, let's see.
We got some chocolate ice cream. We got a bag of chicken nuggets. We got a 12 pack of the 0 sugar caffeine free Coke.
My friends, the prices of soda, I cannot even. I went into the store and they were $11 a 12 pack. That, I find that offensive. If it's not on sale, we're not doing soda. Like it hurts my feelings.
We got 2 big boxes of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. We got 3 boxes of the Comet rice.
You're gonna get way better prices on rice by buying it in bulk. I think she said she went to Sam's Club. You can get the big bags. They're way cheaper than the smaller containers. In fact, I just got like a huge bag of sushi rice from a restaurant supply store. I think it was $12 for 25 pounds. Amazing.
We got 12 packs of Kool-Aid. We got 2 liters of Mountain Dew. We got 2 liters of Sprite. We got a box of 12 Ham and Cheese Hot Pockets. We got a container of Oreos. A gallon of milk.
I am shocked that she is only getting 1 gallon of milk. I'm a 2 a week kind of family, and I only have 2 boys that drink milk. When I had all 4 of my kids, it was like 4 gallons a week.
We got a big bag of the Chihuahua cheese. We got 2 bags of the blue Doritos. We got 2 of the 18 pack of eggs. We got 1 bag of the red Doritos. So we got 2 bags of the Tostitos scoops. 2 medium cheddar cheese blocks, 2 Monterey Jack cheese blocks, 4 blocks of the mozzarella, a 72 count of American cheese, some yum yum sauce, a 10-pound bag of red potatoes.
Hot take, I don't like the yum yum sauce, but Sam's Club is the best place to buy potatoes for sure. So a couple things I would do. I'm not buying chips unless they're on sale. I buy tortilla chips often, but I don't buy like Doritos or things like that. And when I buy cheese, I try to get the cheese on sale and in bulk packages. So this is Great Value brand. She got all this cheese at Walmart. I wonder if Sam's Club is cheaper because it's in bulk, but a regular grocery store will also run sales on cheese.
I got 1 green pepper and 1 red pepper. We got broccoli. We have 6 heads of broccoli total. We got this thin cut steak. We got 3 packs of chicken. We got 2 packs of hamburger meat. And then we got 2 chuck roasts.
Those are pretty expensive cuts of beef. I'm not anti-beef. In fact, I love beef. But maybe rotate out some pork. Pork's pretty inexpensive. She had a good amount of proteins and veggies and some delicious fruits. I love green grapes. So overall, good.
We keep our weekly food budget under $150 for 6 people. Not because it's easy, not because we never want more, because we realized that without an actual plan, we were both overspending on our groceries and wasting so much food every week. But now we shop only once a week. We do our best to plan meals before we even step into the store. And honestly, some weeks look great, some weeks feel a little repetitive. But really, my kids and my husband don't care nearly as much as I thought they would. It's not about restriction, but it's about being intentional so that we're not stressed, scrambling, or overspending every single week. With just a few simple changes, we were able to cut our monthly grocery bill in half, which in turn freed up money in our budget that we can spend elsewhere.
You know what I like about this one is she has a ton of store brand products. This is one of my biggest tips. Go generic wherever you can. She got the Quaker granola bars, and I know you can get those on sale at a different grocery store, or you can get generic on that one. The generic literally tastes the same, and she got name brand on that one. Otherwise, this is good. She clearly has a meal plan and is shopping for the meal plan, which is another great tip. If you are meal planning, making a list for your meal plan, and you go in with a goal and a list. The problem is when we go in hungry with no list and we just buy like all willy-nilly whatever we want.
Mini Walmart grocery haul for a family of 4 on a budget. Plus, this is what we're having for dinner for the next few nights. For dinner, we have a pack of chicken legs, frozen breaded okra for fried okra.
Yum, I love okra.
Corn on the cob. I went to go get fresh produce corn, and I couldn't find any anywhere, so we got frozen. Cornbread. I'm out of cornmeal, and this was cheaper than a bag of cornmeal, so we just got a Jiffy today. And some barbecue sauce. Dinner number 3, we have potatoes, an onion, some butter, ham, cheese, and Great Value Hawaiian rolls.
Obviously went in with a plan, have some generic products. I love it.
My husband and I have lost a combined total of about 350 pounds, and we are both very realistic and lazy eaters. We don't count calories, carbs, anything like that. We just focus on high protein and eating sensible portions. I did have bariatric surgery in 2023, but at this point, I just kind of eat like a normal person. Like, that's kind of the end goal of having surgery.
Halo top, It's a pass for me. So this is an easy savings for me. These are about $5 each. This is $15 sitting in front of you. This one is just so easy for me to be like, no, I'll pass. But in case you guys wanted to know, this entire bag has 22 grams of protein, so you could just eat this. Conclusion, Reese's are protein bars.
Something I always get when going to the grocery store is Oikos 000 in literally any flavor. If you're weird about Greek yogurts, this is a great place to start. And by the grace of God, we found some low-fat good culture. I don't know how, and I'm not going to question it.
Oikos 000 is awesome. You can get them cheaper at Sam's or Costco, like way less than $1 a cup.
For fruit, we got some pink lady apples, and then the colossal blueberries from Kroger are always so amazing. And one of my favorite things to snack on is some frozen mango. I know it sounds weird, but they're like little ice cream bites. First of all, I'm a fruity dessert girl, so it's perfect. I think you can have a whole cup for like 100 calories or something. And they don't get rock hard when they're frozen. They're just the perfect texture. You should try. We got some bananas, and red seedless grapes are the only grapes allowed in this house. Because green grapes give me the Hershey squirts. Why, you may ask? I wish I knew. Got a couple of these little veggie snackers for my husband to take.
Ooh, I love that clearance sticker. You see that?
Could
Good.
we prepare these on our own? Sure. But I didn't want to.
Yeah, this is a great point. So the pico and the red onions, she bought pre-cut, pre-made. For her, it doesn't matter. If it doesn't matter to you, then buy whatever you want. But you save a lot of money. A lot, spending 5 minutes to chop this up on your own.
Goodles, I think it's Goodle. We got 2 boxes of Down the Hatch and then 1 box of the Smoky Dokie.
These Goodles, is that how you say that? These are so expensive. They're so expensive. So for her, I understand that she's trying to hit protein goals and she doesn't really have a budget that she's working with. If I were trying to save money, if that's what my goal was, I would just cut these. Maybe just eat a smaller portion of regular mac and cheese, throw some chicken on top.
It's that time again. Come grocery shopping with me for my middle class family. Let's go.
Obviously, these will be cheaper in a multi-pack. Obviously. No, not the Dots pretzels. Buy the Dots pretzels at Sam's Club or Costco. It's a giant bag for like $2 more than that tiny little bag at Walmart. And also, I want to talk about this chicken. Everyone is telling me about the chilled chicken, rotisserie chicken at Walmart. That's $4 and it's cold. I went to my Walmart 3 days in a row. I even talked to a worker and I'm like, hey, where are your chilled rotisserie chickens? And she was like, yeah, we never have those because my store sells out of the rotisserie chicken by like 11 a.m. every single day. I'm sad for me. Oh, those Quest chips are so much money. The protein on the package, and that's what they're trying to sell. Oh, they're just so expensive.
Milk, check. Orange and strawberry watermelon, right? Let's get some of these roaring waters.
For the Mios, which I actually really like, you get the great value. It's literally the same thing. Save $1, $2. And then I stopped buying Capri Sun when they stopped going on sale. I used to buy the Capri Suns. They would go on sale for 99 cents for one of these 10 count boxes, and my kids would play like soccer and volleyball, and you know, you'd sign up to bring treats or whatever, baseball. And I was so excited to have like a stock of Capri Suns in my basement, so like when it was my turn to have the snacks, I could get my box of Capri Suns and be the cool mom. And now they're never on sale. I have not bought Capri Suns, I think, in 5 years. $3.50 a box. I hate that.
Some hamburger meat. Kind of feeling a chuck roast too. We haven't had a chuck roast with potatoes and carrots in forever.
This is $10 a pound. 10. I just saw chuck roast on sale for $7 a pound at a more expensive store. Shop the sales. You can save a lot. And especially if you're like, this is 3.5 pounds or so. So you would save a little over $10 if you were to buy the sale chuck roast instead of this chuck roast. It's $35 for the meat for one meal. Oh my gosh.
Big fat sweet onion. The zucchini always feels bad. Got me a bag? Go see what the damage was. $457.31.
What is your favorite grocery store to save the most amount of money when you go shop for food for your family? Let us know down in the comments so everyone else can find maybe a different store to try out and try out some of these money saving tips. Thank you so much for hanging out. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. But wait, there's more. I went to my mom's house. My mom likes to purchase books, and I was like, I'm gonna go see what books my mom has that I haven't read before, and I found this one. My friends, I could not put this down. This is wild. This is absolutely insanity. Have you read this book? Do you know this story? I was riveted and heartbroken for this poor girl and her family. If you don't know anything about this, it is a true story. I'm not gonna give it away, but here's what I will say. We have pretty strict rules in our house for social media. Like, my kids aren't allowed to have it. And as I'm reading through some of the things that this girl went through, being forced to be on social media when she didn't want to be, and how the comments, like the mean comments, how they affected her ability to view herself, reminded me that it's okay that I made that decision as a mom and for my kids as a form of protecting them. I think it's hard for anybody, but particularly for kids and teens to deal with public critique like that. Crazy story. Have you read this? Let me know what you think down below.